With obesity being in epidemic proportions not only in the US but around the world, our next guest is just the person to talk to on how to handle it. He's known as the obesity warrior. He's also at the Harvard Medical School. He's out with his brand new book called Always Hungry. And doctor, why does the mind always work against us? Why doesn't it crave broccoli and asparagus and we make other choices?
Well, I think we've basically had it in reverse. The basic premise of Always Hungry is that overeating doesn't make you fat. The process of getting fat makes you overeat. So to explain that, the low-fat diet, and all those diet foods, low-cal diet foods, especially the low-fat, high-carb ones, have triggered our fat cells to hoard too many calories. The fat cells take in calories, too many of them. There aren't enough for the rest of the body. So the brain realizes that there's a problem. It makes us hungry and slows down metabolism, and we gain weight. Just cutting back on calories, as on traditional diets, makes that situation worse, creating a battle between mind and metabolism we're destined to lose. So the Always Hungry plan turns dieting on its head with all of these rich, high-fat foods.
Well, Dr. Ludwig, that is fascinating, but maybe you can explain it again for me to understand because it doesn't make sense. So low-fat foods thus help us retain more fat?
For 40 years, we were told if you don't want fat on your body, don't put fat into your body. And look where it's gotten us, one of the heaviest countries in the world. The real problem is all of the processed carbohydrates that digest too quickly, raise insulin levels far too much, and insulin is the ultimate fat cell fertilizer. When insulin goes up, those fat cells are programmed to grow. And just cutting back on calories makes a bad situation worse. The real problem isn't too many calories in the blood, in the fat cells. It's too few calories in the bloodstream available to the rest of the body. So what we have to do is target the cause of weight gain, which is fat cells in a feeding frenzy. Eating the right foods, especially with much more fat in the diet, helps fat cells calm down, release those excess calories, so the body fills with energy, cravings vanish, metabolism speeds up, and you lose weight without the struggle. Let me show you some foods on a typical day of phase one. Phase one is just 2 weeks. We have huevos rancheros, but instead of the tortilla, we'll have a side of full-fat yogurt and berries. Morning snack, herb-roasted chickpeas. Lunch, steak salad with real blue cheese dressing, but with vegetarian options for this and all other meals. Afternoon snack is apples and nut butter. Dinner, coconut curry shrimp on a bed of spinach. And we don't neglect dessert. For example, berries dipped in real chocolate with full-fat whipped cream. So this is a weight loss diet without deprivation. And although these recipes may look elaborate, they're designed to be quick and easy, with most dinners taking 30 minutes or less, lunches 20 minutes or less.
Well, doctor, those selections certainly look tasty. I'm just curious for myself. I've gained over 30 pounds over 12 months, and the two things I kind of introduced back into my daily routine was cold cereal and diet sodas. Are those culprits to some of that weight gain?
You know, you've been doing what the public has been told for 40 years, which is to eat low fat and really load up on the starches. You know, those processed breakfast cereals, even if they don't have added sugar, turn into sugar literally in minutes in the body. So your blood sugar surges, your body responds by squeezing out a lot of insulin, and that insulin drives fat cells into a feeding frenzy. So, you know, with that kind of a breakfast, it's going to be very difficult for people like you. Not everybody's like this, but probably with your metabolism, very difficult to control your calorie intake later in the day. In fact, you know, we think the whole focus on calories is totally misguided. How did people ever manage to control their weight before the very notion of calories was created? So we tell people, forget calories, focus on the quality of what you're eating, and let your body do the rest.
Well, doctor, thanks for sharing that advice. And Dr. Ludwig, I know in your book it's based in phases. You mentioned phase one. What's phase two?
So in phase one, just 2 weeks, we eliminate all grains, potatoes, and added sugar, but you don't miss the processed carbs at all with all the luscious high-fat foods. Phase two, we add back whole kernel grains and a touch of added sugar. Phase 3, you get to mindfully reintroduce a little bit of the more processed carbs according to your body's ability to handle it. So this approach works with, not against your body, your own metabolism. So you eat until you're satisfied, snack when hungry, and forget calorie counting.
Well, Doctor, timely advice right here at New Year's. Thank you so much and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.